What's going on, guys? It's Bejesus. So, earlier this morning, I just woke up, browsing the competitive Halo subreddit, and came across the post by James Zeus, where he posted. Let's turn the music down just a little bit. Came across this post where he posted screenshots of him in an oddball match, and he had great stats. He went positive 31, positive 30, something like that. Positive 31, almost 50 kills, and he ended up losing the game. So I told him in my response to this, if you haven't read this thread, go ahead and check it out. He got a lot of relatively good advice. I say advice, but just relatively good comments in this entire thread depicting how raw damage output and your stats don't mean everything when it comes to competitive Halo, and what you do in the match determines whether or not you lose, not how many kills that you get in the match. Obviously, kills are important when it comes to Halo. They are critical, but when it comes to just random matchmaking games, you having 50 kills and losing the game, like, your 50 kills obviously didn't matter. You lost. So I told him that I gave him just a bit of my own mind when it came to why that is, and I told him that I would VOD review this film for him. So I added him. I went to his profile. I was able to find the film, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to try not to keep this too long, but we're going to go through the entire film, and we're going to be looking at it through the lens of what should you be doing when you're VOD reviewing yourself. If you're not already VOD reviewing your own gameplay, if you're really truly looking to get better, if you're playing with a team, you need to be doing it. It is immense in making yourself a better player. It is critical that you do that, and this is going to be through the lens of the mindset of looking at the game, whether or not you played well in your mind, looking at your mistakes and what you can be doing better through the course of the game, every single play. What could you have done better so you can better yourself incrementally over time to make yourself a better player? So, James Deuce, if you end up watching this and you think that I come across as a little too critical and I'm not praising you for some of the good gameplay that I might see in this game, I mean, obviously you went plus 31, so right? You must be thinking that you did everything right and that you should have won this game. Don't think that I am being overly critical on purpose, but it's just the lens that you have to view your own gameplay through when you're trying to get better. You have to look at everything that you did and what you did wrong or what you could have improved on. So that is what I'm going to be doing when looking at this film myself. So let's just take a look at it real quick. It all looks good, right? Like, if I posted this game, if I posted nearly 50 kills in I think I'm Onyx 1900 right now, and I did this in Money 8s, or I did this in Scrims, I would feel really fucking good about myself. But taking a look at it, it's obvious, I think, that anybody that read that thread, he had no objective time. He had 6 seconds of ball time in total. But you can see the entire enemy team pretty much all went extremely negative, and they ended up winning the game. Personally, I would love to fucking VOD review their point of view and see what they were fucking doing right with rotations or how they were holding the ball or just what was going wrong. If I check the Halo tracker, I believe that this match was Plat 5, mostly. I think there was a gold on each team, but it is low Plat gameplay, mid. I'd assume that most players in this game are Plat and Diamond, and when playing ranked, and they're not Onyx, so this is probably applicable for most people who might be watching this. Let's just jump right into it. Like I said, I don't want this to be too long. I'm not going to try. I can be really verbose. I can talk a lot when it comes to gameplay, or when I'm getting into something and I'm just talking by myself. I have nobody to bounce off of, so just bear with me. I'm going to be going through everything and just seeing exactly what we could be doing better. And I'm not going to try and stay on too many of the plays for too long. I'm going to try and make these points pretty quick for you, since it is, I'm assuming, a 3-round game. The points, it was like 287 to 260 something as far as points go. So I'm assuming this is going to be 3 rounds. All right, let's get it started. Okay. So let's just see what happens. You immediately see 2 of your teammates just went tower. So you guys are going to be playing heavy on tower side for camo. Let's just see what happens. I don't know where your teammate on your left is going to go, but let's see what happens here. Do a secure camo. Teammates died out on white. secure camo there. Okay, so interesting. So right here, you spawn up, and you see 2 people on glass, right? I'm assuming that you're thinking that this death is probably on your teammate for not helping you here, but your teammate has camo. Like, TC, TJ, why is this, whatever this guy's name is, he has camo. You know that you have a teammate bottom middle. You see 2 people on glass, and you're going to be rushing red here rather than playing through the visible part of the map that you have access to right now that you can pin. If you can pin, you know that they're spawning glass. You know that most likely the other spawner is going to be... Now, unfortunately, there's another guy in red. You don't know that the third guy is there. You don't have comms in this gameplay. I don't know, actually, if you did or did not have comms. I'm going to go with the assumption that you didn't have voice comms, but you did mention in the thread that you commed to your team that you were slaying out and that they needed to play ball and they responded to you. I don't know if that was through typing or what, but... The assumption is that you see 2 people glass, you know that they're spawning long, you know that they spawned before you after that last play because of the kill feed, they died first. You ended up losing out that play, you ended up getting camo. You should be able to play with your teammate TCTJ here. He has camo. It is very critical that he stays alive. He needs to make a play, whether that's getting kills here, securing sniper, or getting the ball back into A, because right now you guys have complete A control. If you're able to win out on this fight and get the ball back into A, that's a significant amount of time. Your role here right now should be to assume that TC is going to be contesting the glass push right now because he has 2 people directly in front of him. So this push into red is pretty questionable. And it obviously didn't work out for you. Now, you go 1 shot immediately. It's unfortunate. You have 2 people pretty much aimbotting you. So I'd play your life right here, man. Going into red is only pushing into where they're going to assume you're going rather than playing to hell or heaven right here. I mean, I would just back up and go to heaven if I could. You'd be eliminating pretty much all angles outside of very few, like mid-bridge or needle push. So this death is pretty costly and it's pretty on you. Okay, so now you know for a fact that there's 2 in red pipes here. You should know that they're pushing out through A. Good. Play your life here. No need to peek that. You should just play your life. It's all good. Killed ball, you're stalling them from getting time. Spawn this Plat, by the bridge here. Nice, you should be moving. Nice, let's move. Let's get fucking space on the map. This is good, this is good. Getting into red. Okay. Alright, good. You know where ball's at. Nice. Okay, there's a lot of cross mapping and like this right here, you know for a fact that this guy never died, and you know he's around you somewhere. You should be playing for him rather than cross mapping here, or playing towards your team. It's good. You escape. Double checking the reach out. It's a pretty decent trade. I'd like to see you not cross mapping as much there and moving as quickly as possible, like into red towards your team where ball's at. Excellent. Okay, you know that your teammate died in red there. Let's get an aid. This is good. Okay, right here, you can definitely be doing this if you would like, but I would prefer. Okay. Playing out onto B box like that is rough. It is rough doing that, especially when you don't have space on like on C Plat. If we go back, Let's see here. Let's go back here and see. Right, so we have long haul. You know this guy's on Trippy right now. Your teammate's on bat ledge. You have a guy playing close to him. The enemy team's going to have most of the space on this map if they really wanted to. They're free into A. They're going to be able to push red pipes. That's going to be an easy push because the guy that has ball does not have his weapons out. He can't throw nades unless he drops the ball, which he ends up having to do because he only has one person helping him. And you already have a teammate on Trippy. So right here, like, this is not your responsibility to drop out and leave this space here, because the only thing that you are doing is leaving yourself. That this is such a dangerous spot on the map. Trippy and B-box, you are very vulnerable, especially because you guys don't have A control. If you don't have A control, the amount of vision that the enemy team is going to be able to have on you and sight lines to be able to kill you is just much greater than you're going to be able to handle. So here, bad decision, especially because you have a teammate there already. There's no need to be jumping out for that. You could be playing around gold. Like, you want to be able to hold red, especially since you're holding pipes. Yes, it's your teammate's responsibility right here. I don't know why you didn't trust him to be able to play this spot properly, but you should be able to look over him. If you're sitting top red right now, you didn't have to jump out to get that kill. It wasn't necessary. At minimum, even if that guy doesn't die, he's completely one-shot bottom middle. And this guy that drops out of tower to mid-bridge, you have space and safety at glass or top right on Mando to be able to protect your teammate here who's on Trippy and to team shoot him. And then you have time to respond to the A push if it ends up happening again. But they know that two of you guys are out on Trippy and there's a guy holding ball and only one in pipes. They can just double this. Guy spawns long, pushes bad. His teammate's still playing around it. Okay, spawning A. Know your team's here. Cool. I think the objective here right now would be looking at glass. Just immediately off spawn, you can either be checking your cross, whether that's anybody coming from white, from the enemy team, because they're going to be collapsing on you guys. This play is still very much happening. There are trades being traded out, like kills being traded out right now by both sides. You could either be holding the cross on top side, or you could be pushing red. My preference here is to be flooding red to get control of red, because that's where you want to be for this ball that's sitting on batteries. So ideally, what I want to see out of you right now is you pushing with your team into red. Put on the cross for your teammate. No, you just got shot in the back. Let's get a nade. Okay. So I hope you know that, like, this, like, wasn't good. You know that guy's one shot, right? You should just be fucking running at that guy. Like, his only exit is glass or red stairs. That's a kill. Now, you could be still moving on the map. This is obviously a dangerous push to be able to jumping out and going to glass. This right here just leaves you exposed. You could be jumping and shooting. You could be jumping to sniper and shooting this guy on your cross, which you should be expecting to get shot. But you should be just pushing that guy for that kill to clear out red. Instead, that guy lives. Your teammates get pushed free from the camo jump. Now, would you have probably lived here if you jumped out sniper, considering the play? I don't think so. But you hadn't, like, you didn't see your teammate. You weren't looking at your teammate at all. Right here. He dies. They grab ball. And you should die right here. This right here, like, in any real game, you die. That guy just made a really bad play. And then, okay, so this right here is incredible. Why did you not grab the ball? This actually, like... This is a prime example of what everybody in the thread is actually talking to you about right here. You need to be playing the objective here. Okay, I'm dead. Let's see here. All right, you just killed one. There's one in front of you that you just saw drop. You see a teammate in white who just got a kill. And so there are 3 people dead on the map. If you watch the kill feed at all, you just watched your teammate in white get a kill. You just got a kill on ball guy. Ball is free and directly underneath of you that you can grab right now, and you should know that your team is spawning to your right. that should be assumed. At minimum, you should be taking this ball and running it to C stairs or to trip stack right now or to long haul. If you bothered to just take a look to your right to see TC spawn right there, you could have taken this long haul. Instead, you decide to get absolutely no ball time with 3 dead. I mean, this is 10 seconds of ball time right now that we just missed out on. Like, you're lucky that your team actually played for that time there. I don't even want to go into the potential setup that you had with that ball and the time that you had. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's a little bit more advanced than what you need to be hearing right now, James. But there was so much that could have been done with that was a pretty critical mistake. I hope you don't end up losing this round. Because even just that play in 1900 Onyx, if that ever happened, like, that's the type of shit that Game Sager does, and that pisses me off every time, like, it happens. When that stuff happens, it is infuriating in actual games and scrims. If that happened in a scrim, I'd be lighting into my teammate. Unfortunate spawn right there. Nice, your teammate did a good job helping out there. Alright, should be collapsing. Nice, hold the ball. Okay, I'm not sure why we're not grabbing the ball, but they literally just took the ball away. We grabbed that ball for free. You really could have grabbed that ball and then ran it down into blue pipes instead of just, like, getting aided out, but you were just really slow on that. You should be getting into red here instead of running out bats. This is a free kill for anybody, any team that's actually, like, staring at you. You know you just got shot at, but you're probably going to die here, yep. Yeah, it's a free kill every single time. You should be getting into red there instead of going batteries. You knew for a fact that your team, like, didn't have kills. Let's see here. Let's see here, you die. Alright. Yeah, you have no kills on the map at all. Your team's pushing into A, and you should be getting into red here. This is just a free kill for the enemy team every single time. I hope that you're listening to this as well and understanding that when people... And I'm not claiming to be a professional player by any means, but I do play with them and at that level, and I've been playing in tournaments for a very long time. And in other first-person shooters, if you're unfamiliar with who I am, I do have quite a bit of success when it comes to playing competitively. The fact that we're able to recognize that immediately off spawn what you're doing is incorrect, you should be able to take that advice to heart and understand why we're saying what we're saying is true. So, just a small bit of advice. Don't run on batteries. It's a free kill. Unless you know for a fact that you have kills on the map and you can use the bats to G-slide out and take space quickly, it's usually a fucking free kill for the enemy team. Okay, Camo's coming up. You're not winning that fight on A. You lose the piv. I don't know why you were sitting C stairs like that. And they get Camo. This is not a bad idea. this is not a bad idea at all to be playing for a respawner like this. I don't know if you knew that you were doing this, but this is a good play. To play for a respawner who was doing the exact same thing that you just did. You almost lost that gunfight. Oof, careful there. Okay, you should be going into A now. Okay, so you win the piv. I prefer you to be playing into A there with your team, as you know that you're the only one up with him, so he doesn't get pushed from Turbine. It didn't end up happening. He ended up getting a little bit of time here. You only need 2 seconds. You got a piv. I mean, you almost lost it once in white. If their enemy team spawned up and had just a little bit of help, or if he decided to be aggro on you, you would have died. But you kill him in white, and now you're pressured. What I want to see out of you when you win this piv, which you didn't end up doing, is getting out of white immediately. Because you're just a free kill. So you should know that you have help. Well, your teammate jumped out of red for whatever reason in batteries, but... Okay. Yeah, you should be getting out of here immediately, playing your life. You should be playing towards A. Thank God you guys won that round. It could have been a lot easier. It could have been a lot easier. See what we're doing here. You see how that's a free kill going batteries like that? Like you've gotten kills off that a few times now. Your team did all the work on that. Grab snipe. Grab snipe. Get ball. What are you doing, man? Like, I just don't understand why you think that it's not your responsibility to grab the ball here when you just got 2 kills. It's just so frustrating because, like, you're just missing valuable seconds, right? Free kill. Free kill. The other guy just died. Grab ball. You're the only one batteries right now. That is 100% your ball. I don't care if that you have camo. You can drop it off later on, but you grab that ball. You get ball, you get sniper, you control the resources on the map, you have the ball back into red. You just got 3 kills. Like, the other guy died before, so he's respawning. This is just free. What are we doing? Like, there's no justification for this thought process right here. You get that ball. You are on the ball. You kill the ball carrier. You pick it up. Just because you have camo right there, it doesn't mean that you have to hold the ball the entire time, but it's your job and responsibility to get that ball into a safe spot. And because you did it, like, dilly-dallied around, like, everybody panicked on your team because that was your responsibility to get that ball. Everybody panicked. People ran to batteries not knowing why you weren't picking up ball. And then they yes, they made bad decisions and put themselves in a bad position, but, like, definitely improve on that. This is now, like, twice now you've stood over top of the ball after getting kills and then refused to... You've just refused to actually grab the ball, and now they have the ball. They've gotten 10 seconds of time now. What are we wasting resources for? What are we doing? I have no clue what the fuck that was. Okay. Team, you should be going long haul. You should be going long haul right now, not jumping down, trip stack. You should be going long haul. Okay, you should 100% die there. Okay, I'm gonna say it. you wouldn't. I understand why you got 49 kills this game, and it's not because of your gun. Excellent. Now run forward. Yep. Excellent. Look, at minimum, you know how to fucking get to glass and hold that shit. Love that. Excellent. Hold that. You don't have to drop out. You don't have to jump out. It just caused another death by you jumping on batteries like that. It's very unnecessary. I would like to encourage you to watch gameplay, and maybe I can pull it up later, of actual professional players who know how to take space on the map while also preserving themselves without taking as much damage as possible. Right, so like what's happening here right now? You know that you're contesting A. TC just grabbed ball. He's running it towards you, which is the safe play to do because he knows that you are the safest spot for him. If TC turns around, I'm assuming he sees crack. He spawns up C Plat. He knows that his team just spawned on long haul side of the map. Glass, C Plat, protected. He could go red stairs. He could go long haul. You should be holding this point of the map because the enemy team is now choked in A. Assumingly choked in A. So you know that there's 1, 2, 3. You've now identified 3 people. They are all going to be assumed into A. Only one person may be around tower or bat ledge. You don't know where that last person is, but if you watch the kill feed, you know he was the last person to spawn up. And if they're all coming out of A, he's 100% going to be coming out of A. Right now, you two are taking space on the map and protecting your ball carrier. He can go red stairs or he can go long haul right now. Assuming he's going to go red stairs and live up, there's zero reason for you to be taking batteries right now and dying for free. Again, we've already gone over it. Batteries, it's usually free kill for the enemy team. You could be going into Mando here. Is what you should be doing is jiggle peeking out of Mando or doing as much damage as possible while living up here. That guy's absolute. You're getting crossed again. You see your teammate pushing mid-bridge. Trust him to get those kills. There's zero reason for you to be jumping out here. So instead of jiggle peeking, if you stood red, you could have seen that guy coming out of Mangler and potentially, done damage on him, and your teammate should have gotten a lot of time here that he eventually didn't, assuming. Oh, he's milking a lot. This guy's doing a really good job of holding the ball. That he did such a good thing here, and you guys let him down. I feel bad for that guy. Excellent. Playing towards the ball guy. Watching the cross. Well done. Well done. Well done. Alright. Nice. Nice. Fighting over it. Okay. Prefer you to grab the ball there instead of fighting that out. Or helping your teammate on batteries. Sometimes you have to take those fights, sometimes you don't. I would have preferred that you didn't right there, but you lost that fight. Okay, that guy is just lost on the map. Good kill. Nice. You see, all right, see 2 teammates in A, 1 guy batteries pushing. You know the ball's in A. You should be fucking running at them right now. Excellent. Check your corners. Good, 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 good. Nice. Shoot your gun right there. Don't get to beat down. And this is just minor advice. Shoot your gun on one-shots rather than just going for the beatdown. Because if he's still fighting your teammate and you don't shoot him and your teammate sees you running at him, he could be chowing while weak just to, assuming you're going to be shooting him. And then the wasted time that you just spent sliding out and trying to get a beatdown instead of just shooting him when you had the chance to could result in your teammate's death. That was unnecessary. Just small bits of advice there. Very minor, though. Okay, excellent. You could stay heaven here. You could be taking pipes. Camo's coming up. This guy just gets in for free and runs right past you guys. Yeah. So this is just a matter of awareness. It's hard to fault you for this, but when you play enough and you realize All right, we're all 4 up. They just spawned. Camo's coming up. What should you be doing? Preferably, you would be going into red to bat ledge right here. Preferably. Your teammate is looking... Yeah, you're all holding A. With Camo coming up and you guys playing so tight like this, right here, if you see your teammate, I would just stay right here. I would stay right here, shoot trippy, shoot mid-bridge if they push out, but realistically, the moment that you push through red door, what you're exposing yourself to is somebody flanking through red pipes and pushing into A. That's simply, that is a big threat, and it's exactly what happened. Rather than sitting on hell, like preferably right here. You see the sightlines? You see the sightlines there? See Plat, white jump, like single stack, box, red pipes. If your teammate ends up getting shot, because this guy's pushing out the needles, he ends up getting shot through red pipes because this guy comes through, right? This guy comes through. He doesn't end up shooting, but you would see him. Like, you would see him. But it's a minor thing. Not sure how your teammate died with the ball. Got camo, though. That's good. You know he's bottom A, right? What are we doing? I don't know why you did that instead of just running into Mangler door. You had a teammate there. He ended up dying. Not gonna lie, man. Those grapple plays are really, really bad. That guy should have played the ball. Fortunate. Okay, you know your teammate's getting shot. You should have saw 2 of them, right? Yeah, I mean, you guys are just like aping one at a time. You should just be moving fast. I still hate that you're jumping out to trippy all the time. But yeah, you guys are just aping right now rather than like shooting and getting kills. Instead of going like blue pipes every single time, you should be going like... Let's see here. See what happens. This is where you jump out, right? Yeah. You should be going long haul right now. See, these guys are crossing you. You're just going to take free damage here, and this like causes you to end up dying because you're taking free damage instead of like going glass into long haul. Yeah, it's taking a little while longer, but you're saving yourself. You could potentially get, like, I don't know when Pixio, I don't know when he ended up dying, but if you go long haul here, you could end up getting him a spawn that's favorable for you guys in long haul. He might spawn sneaky or long or glass with you, so you can end up continuing the C push here. But taking free damage like this, get you nearly one shot instead of you just going glass and being long haul and then being able to push C Plat with your teammate here. You see your teammate jumping up right here, you should be pushing with them, knowing that he's weak. Like, you're both just taking different angles when you know that they're sitting around the ball. You should be running with your team. It's a big part of competitive play, is being able to shoot with your teammates instead of just flanking, which is a lot of times what you end up doing. And it's costing you now that their team is set up with the ball and they're playing together. Like, we're just aping one by one by one. good. This is good. Like, I also want you to realize what the enemy team just did, right? Even just back from the fucking beginning. Look at this, okay? This guy ran for ball immediately. They're watching over him and shooting for him. You didn't go for that kill. I don't know why. He was already really weak. You probably wouldn't have lived considering you were getting crossed by, like, 2 guys there. Especially that guy top white, but he was looking for your teammate on red stairs. You could have done damage to that guy. But they literally just aped and grab ball immediately. Yeah, you end up getting a kill. You didn't get camo here, which... I understand the decision to kill the ball carrier here because if he got any further, but right now you have grapple. You should be grappling the camo. Yes, maybe shooting this guy. Like, you should just be grappling camo right here. They have no idea that you're there. But all of this to not get camo, and then for them to respawn and run at you the ball and get it. Your teammate ends up getting camo. It's good. TC is making pretty good plays. I just want you to realize now. Let's look at what's happening. Your grapple plays are really horrible. I'm sorry, man. Those are crazy. 24 seconds is what they acquired. Just by aping the ball and you misplaying around the ball and not, like, playing for the objectives on the map. 24 seconds is what they milked off of you guys. If you ended up doing that, I think that you would have won the game in the first round. Or the second round. And you just end up winning the game. Excellent. Ball. Your teammate has ball. This is good. Nice. Pick up ball. Pick up the ball. Brother. Okay. I'm really not trying to dog too hard. I'm really gonna not try to dog too hard, but this is pretty unacceptable. Whether or not you think that somebody else should have picked up the ball here. TC had camo. You got a kill. He still has camo. Your teammate is right there. TC's playing for the kills that are in front of him. You guys are all right here. You could either be going red pipes or going back into A to prevent the spawn. Instead, like, you know that the ball isn't picked up at this point. Your teammate didn't pick it up. You see him jumping out. You should know that that's your teammate. Whether or not you think, oh, that guy should have picked up ball because I'm playing really well, you now see your teammates are on the map ahead of you. You are the closest person to the ball. Should not be jumping out right here. You also just gave up A spawns, which, by the way, let's realize what that just did to you. Respawner. Right behind you, by the way. Sees the free ball. Is going to run at that ball and grab it while his teammate just spawned on Mangler. Just milked 2 seconds off of you. Unfortunate for him that his teammate didn't play with him, but that could have been really bad for you guys. Alright, your teammate has ball and is going white right now, so you should be running with him. He's getting shot at, by the way. You should be able to hear that, right? It's a lot of not, like, looking at the ball, man. Not looking at the ball carrier, not looking at the ball, not worrying about it whatsoever. You're just blatantly ignoring it. Camo's up. It's a free kill. You should be going back to TC to make sure that secures camo. Okay. Alright, your teammates are up. You should be respawning soon. You guys just traded out kills. Your teammate has the ball again. Let's see what we decide to do. Okay, your teammate's in a decent spot. Plays ball out. You should be going mid-bridge here. Teammate's in A. Not sure what we're doing. Right there. Why did we decide to go bottom middle again? Grab the sniper. Should be dead. Oh, alright, this is perfect. Just got a kill. Watch it for your team. Look for your team. Alright, yeah. Definitely in the future, when you're glass spawn like that and you're shooting for your team in A, instead of just sitting out in the open, play around the door and then just dip into inside of the door and go to the Mando so you protect your life. Just playing your life, live up is gonna be critical for you. It's gonna help you improve immensely. Especially if you're playing in like these lobbies and you're just getting free, like if you're getting fucking double-digit backsmacks because people are so unaware, just live up. Play around that door, play your life, jiggle peek, you know, minimize how much of your body is available to the enemy to shoot. Nice, Kim is about to be up. Huh. Unfortunate. My guy's completely clueless. Unfortunate. You definitely could have played that better though. Instead of dropping down on that guy to get a double beat down, you could have just shot him from mid-bridge. Okay, your team. Oh, okay, excellent. Unfortunate. You should know that your teammate just spawned sneaky or died sneaky, and that you had 2 other teammates with ball on Trippy right now. You should be playing towards them fucking quick. Anytime you spawn batteries, as we've already learned through this video, you will die on batteries. It is a free kill. Get the fuck out of there. G-slide out. Go to Trippy right now. Go to B-box. G-slide to C-plat or something right now. But you know that your teammate just died. You should know that. And you should be looking at the ball and at your team right now. I think you just tunnel visioned really hard right there. I think that is a big issue with players who are in this elo. Tunnel visioning that kill is... Let's say you ignored that this guy got through, right? Like, you should know they have camo. Okay. On death cam, you should know they have camo. You have 3 teammates up, and the last guy that's alive over there is going to be the camo player. You should just know that in the back of your brain that camo is playing around C around your team. Right here, you see a guy crossing. He ignores you. He has no idea that you're on batteries. Your teammate just got backsmacked. Camo's around ball. Play around ball. We drop out of middle. We threw 2 bad nades. Your teammate who has ball sees you. Is like, I'm going to follow my teammate. Watch him. Play for him. You heard shots to your left, unless you just didn't hear them, and you're just aping for this guy. I don't know why you didn't think to look back there, but you end up dying for it, and your teammate dies losing the ball. Your teammate who was just assuming that you would help him around ball. You know, the objective. You know, the game of oddball that you guys are playing. Okay. Nice. Your teammate got a kill over there. He's still fighting white. Nice. Let's go. Let's push quick. Push quick. They played ball. Nice. Go to white. Your teammate just died. You should know that they're around tower. Okay. You're rotating around. Getting into A. Not the worst play in the world. We are taking a lot of time. Teammate just got a kill on white. Nice. Ball player ran the ball straight to you guys. All right. What do I want to see out of this play right here? You have a teammate with you. You know that you had a teammate white. Your teammate just spawned up A. They brought the ball to you. I want to see ball time. I want to see either you grabbing that ball and jumping to heaven or watching mid-bridge. Like, you need to be playing for this ball right here. The fact that your teammate had to run at you to go grab that ball is very frustrating. All right, you should be going to battle edge here. Really bad play to take all that damage. You could be shooting him instead. Should be running at him. You heard him slide up there. You should know that there's a guy crossing top A. What are we playing for right now? Your teammate just died with the ball. Your teammate should be rotating ball around, or we should be going into A right now. You're gonna grapple this. Good go. Why didn't you grab camo? Okay, so I'm hoping that you thought that you didn't have grapple and that you ran over camo and went to go pop it immediately. But it looks like you intentionally grappled out of there. You also realize that you can grapple the camo, correct? If you just sit there, you zoom in, you look at the middle of your reticle when you have grapple, it'll show you a little small yellow X in the middle of the reticle when your grapple is going to hit an object or a wall, terrain, something like that. When your grapple has effective range, not ineffective range, it'll give you the indicator that, like, let's just, is it going to show it in... No, it doesn't show it, like, in theater. This is a camo play. Camo's incredibly important here. You should be playing for this. You should just be picking it up and burning it if you have to. Your teammates see Plat. He's just getting fucking swarmed. Instead, you decide to grapple out to bat ledge with camo still up. Their team has ball, back blue. What are we doing? I really have no fucking clue what all that's about, man. Teammate makes a great play. Excellent. Ball time. Ball time. Ball time. Good. Okay. So, this is really frustrating to watch. Your teammate is one shot on ball. You saw them in needles, and we didn't get the kill, and you know that he escaped out to red pipes, right? You see one, you should know that two are dead right now. He didn't die, and you have two teammates around ball. You should be forcing this kill in pipes. You should be running into needles or bat ledge or red right now and forcing this kill pipes. Your teammate is one shot. You guys both abandoned him and stopped watching him. This is what people are saying when I'm in, like, at least when I said play for your team, play for your team's lives. Why did this play not work? Why did you guys end up losing this play? Your teammate who's one shot on the ball in batteries when there was two dead fighting only one person who his only escape was to go into pipes or to sit hell. You guys had him dead to rights. What did you decide to do? Your teammate decided to appropriately grab the ball. Unfortunately, he didn't play it towards red stairs. He decided to jump into pipes. I'm assuming he assumed that you guys were going to help him. He ends up dying. And now you're in white, and you're flanking A spawners. He's going to get gangbanged in a second, right? Okay, we're flanking. We're flanking. Nice. Nice. All right. It ended up working out. Did you see him? You did see him. Cool. Nice. You know the ball's there. You know that somebody else is there. You reach out to you, and you're going to end up dying here. You didn't end up dying? That's amazing. Yeah, so... I mean, really, what else could you have done here? Like, they have 15 seconds. You could just be holding this. Unfortunately, you can't. Like, you could throw a couple better nades instead of them landing, like, far out. You could have thrown them into the middle there if they doubled backed. You end up getting help. Like, you should have died here, and this should have just been the end of the game. You should know here in a second that your team all spawned A. You see them all coming from A. What should you be doing is, like, yeah, you probably assume that you were going to die here, but instead of going red stairs, you should be still playing long side of the map. Unfortunately, not too much that you could do about that, but yeah. I guess I'm going to finish it off like this, man. I wasn't impressed by any means, like, whatsoever. You had your blinders on the entire game. Very oblivious as to what was happening, not outside of the single player that you were really shooting. It caused a lot of problems when it comes to controlling space on the map. Like, if we want to talk about setups and how to control space, how to control spawns, by no means was anybody in this game doing well about that on your team, but it is really up to you to dictate what you can control, because the higher you get, the higher level that you get, there's an expectation that comes along with playing with teammates who know what to do. Your ability to control top red, to take the important parts of the map, not jumping out to trippy, not rushing to spots where you are going to be outgunned or outmanned when it comes to like maybe pushing BR tower, pushing white, pushing into A. You flank a lot. You drop out of your spot. You don't hold where you're at and play your cover properly. It causes a lot of issues when it comes to spawns. That's a lot of the reason why these games in this particular elo are so fucking chaotic, is because players really don't know what they're doing when it comes to controlling the map. It causes issues with spawners who are spawning in between your teammates, and it's a very frustrating experience. And so, yeah, you got a lot of kills, but these players are oblivious. The amount of like beatdowns and backsmacks that you got on players that you shouldn't have, the amount of times that you went for melee trades instead of just shooting the player that you needed to shoot, giving out free damage to yourself, I think it's a miracle that you got 49 kills. I understand why that is, but it shouldn't have happened. And I understand why you guys lost this game. Realistically, I think that this guy holding the ball and TC and ARPXIO probably played the best out of the players like on your team. I don't think that you realistically are a bad player, James. I think that you are just not an experienced player when it comes to how to play Halo competitively. So in a ranked match like this, it gets exposed a lot. And I am assuming that when you play against better players, these matches don't go super well. Any organized set of players would break you guys down very, very easily. I don't think that your teammates are correct when they say that you are the reason that you guys lost this game. I think that everybody in this fucking lobby has a lot to learn when it comes to competitive gameplay. But certainly there was a lot for you to take away from even watching this. And it does come down to a lot of you don't know what you don't know. And I don't expect you to take a look at this gameplay like I did and be able to take away what I took away from it just based off of skill and experience in the competitive scene. I think that I have a bit of a different viewpoint than you do, and so it's hard. But I think it is important for this type of video to be put out there for players like you. I know that this was a little disorganized. This was me just running through the gameplay really quickly and taking a look at a lot of the things that I saw that really were frustrating, really bad decisions that were made, and what can be improved on from that. If there is anybody who wishes for me to expand on anything in particular, go ahead and make a comment, and I'll try and detail that explicitly. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this was a little informative for everybody who decided to take the time and watch this. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, man. Take care.